mind if I go first. Good morning, commissioners, and my name is Cynthia George, owner-operator of Going Green West. So nice to meet you, dear sir. I've been reading a lot about you, just to get to know you. So, yes, and I do have 5 minutes. I actually looked at your agenda, which gave me a full 5 minutes, and I plan on at least using that. I am here today. I actually came here more than anything to let the public know, and I'm hoping the paper will let your constituents know that once again Lincoln County is starting up on their harassment and attempts to close a legal dispensary in Lincoln County. Been a long few years, and I noticed that in our counties we have people who study things and form committees and go to conferences and spend lots of money, and then there's people that actually do things in our community to help the betterment and the health of our community. And there's a big line between those two. So one of the things I wanted our constituents, your constituents, to know is that Lincoln County has decided to hire one of the larger law firms in the city of Portland, with their tax money, I'm sure, to come after what they call a nuisance, which is a legal dispensary that's helping sick people. And this is a sad day. And we all have talked about the conflict of interest with Mr. Hunt being the next door neighbor and not recusing himself. So hopefully with the new county council here, you will make sure that they follow the law, and if they violated the law, we'll find out. Because as a conflict of interest, someone, you know, I've watched a lot of these county commissioner meetings. Been watching them all over the state of Oregon. One of the things they do routinely is they ask if anybody's got a conflict before they take a vote. That's something that never happens here, does it? And nobody recuses themselves on conflicts. So hopefully you'll clear that issue up, among others. It's wonderful to see that you don't start with the Pledge of Allegiance, because until that's truly means freedom and justice for all, I have a hard time with that one. As you come after sick people, sick children, sick veterans, and their access to safe medicine in one of the nicest facilities we've got in Lincoln County. So I take this really personal. I plan on being at every meeting. I plan on calling out, and that's why I'm here, all the patients that have come in to Going Green West over the last 3 years. Please, please let these commissioners know that we have some value in this community, and we've done no wrong, and we're not a nuisance. And I'm tired of the harassment by things like the road department that come in and we set a sign up, which we've been told is allowed for 60 days out of the year. And we get the road department within minutes showing up to tell us our road is on the right, or our sign is on the right of way, you need to take it down. But following next weekend, you got the fishing derby sign right out in the same place, and I don't see anybody harassing them. As a matter of fact, the road department person said it was kind of strange that you got garage sale signs stuck all over. You got signs all over. Nobody's harassing anybody else.
Point of clarification. I don't want to take away
No,
time.
actually, this is my
Point
time.
of clarification.
Sir, no, this is my time.
When you say
So
road
there is
department,
no, you've refused
you don't
to
run
talk.
this meeting, lady.
You've refused to
you
talk.
don't
but
run this meeting. I run the meeting. You made a comment of road department. I ask a question. I'd like you to answer it. Is it state highway or is it Lincoln County Road Department you're referring to?
I understand that during my constituent time, it is my time to speak.
I am the
Okay.
chairman of the meeting.
I
asked a
understand
question.
that, and you've refused to speak on this issue and
All I
sat
asked-
there and ignored us for the last 3 years.
Take your time.
So, exactly. Don't change the rules now.
All I ask
All
is
right.
a point of clarification, which is in Robert's Rules of Order.
Call the county and find out. who showed up to harass us.
I don't know.
Well, you're the commissioner. I'm sure you can find out.
You
All right?
accused me of something.
I'm not accusing you, sir, of anything.
All I asked
I'm saying that this is the facts. Within 5 minutes of us putting a sign out, the road department.
Which road department?
Who is on Highway 20?
State highway. We have no control over that.
Someone called and issued a grievance, okay? So whoever it is obviously not bothered by a fishing derby sign that was put out in the same spot the next weekend. And you know, that's all petty. But this thing has become real petty. All right?
Yeah.
So, I look forward to seeing you all many, many times until this issue is settled. And it's sad that it's gotten to this place.
Okay.
Because we did everything under the law.
I'll grant you another minute because I interfered with your public comment. I apologize if I interfered with it, but I was trying to get correct information if it was possible to be received.
Like I said, sir, I have asked questions of you. My son has asked questions of you in these meetings, and I tried to be very civil. You know, the day that you served me with those papers was the first day of recreational sales in that dispensary. It was also the day before my daughter's graduation. I have been beyond stressed out, and it doesn't seem to matter what you people just don't care what you put us through at all. You have no compassion, and that's sad because it's not only affecting us, but it's affecting the 2,300 patients we've seen. So that's what I'm asking for. Please, please, county residents, let them hear from you. I appreciate it.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful day.
Please come forward.
Those chairs are extremely uncomfortable. Hi, I'm Jessica Burkhardt, and I have 2 issues I want to talk about. I know I only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to try to rush through them. The county health thing. I am a member of, or I am a patient of Lincoln County Health Human Services. This past year has been hell going through the doctors. So the first doctor I got through the county, she retired the moment after she saw me and didn't even sign a prescription and left the practice, and I was left in the air. I hated that fact, and then I got a new doctor in Lincoln City who told me she was going to give me referrals constantly and never followed through with them. And I was hurting and suicidal at the time, and they took what I said to the receptionist because he was Spanish, English, or whatever, and so he didn't understand everything I was saying, and he took what I said and told the people that I was going to throw my children off the bridge and that I was going to kill myself before that or after that. What I truly said was I don't want to get like the lady who threw her kids off, or a kid off the bridge, that I wanted to prevent that by getting the help that I needed, and I never got it. I had to go search for it myself when I went to the county for that help. So if this modernization of the Oregon Health Authority is truly going to help, then I'm all for it. If it's just a big word of modernization that's not going to really do anything, something's got to happen, because I am not getting every time I go see a doctor, it's you need surgery. Something's wrong with you. Not what's the underlying problem of the reason why you're getting these symptoms. It's just surgery. Here you go. Have at it, you know? That's one of the problems. And the kids going through the mental health. So we have community mental health too. I have my kids through that, and they have to be seen by Patty Jarrett to be continually seen there. Patty Jarrett likes to push medications onto children. I do not like to medicate my kids. Medication, especially big pharma, they, it's a pill that clouds your mind so it can't mature all the way. Our kids need to have full maturing brains. And I know they're gonna, like, there's some kids that are gonna use pot and other things, and you know, in the cubbies or at the high school like we used to do back in the day when we were kids. But I mean, I'm talking about the actual help that kids need. It needs to happen, and they shouldn't have to keep seeing a psychiatrist who's not actually, she's only talking to them for like 45 minutes and saying, okay, yep, you still need help, okay, push you through. I wish that there was a better system with that. I really do. And then the second reason I'm here is because I am an employee of Going Green West, and I have been unemployed for 9 years until I got the job there, and I was on painkillers, and I was severely depressed, post-traumatic stress disorder, dysthymia disorder. I could not get out of my living room. I always cried and sat on my couch. I went and visited my mom at Harry's and cried to her down at Harry's. I had no life, really. I was not living. My quality of life sucked. And then I got the job at Going Green West, and I started using marijuana again after 2 years of not using it. And my life improved. I got off of the opiates, which I got ripped off of the opiates. And then I continually increased my dose of edible RSO, which helped my neuropathy in my feet, my blown discs in my back, all the muscle pain in my shoulders and lower back. And I have people coming in talking to me. I have an old nurse, I have an old probation officer who comes in and uses the products because they need it and it's working for them. And to all these dispensaries in Newport, I love them, they're great, but they are there to make money. They are only there to make money. Our dispensary, we really care less about the money and more about the patient. And we want to get the people the help they need because big pharma is not working for them. Our doctors in the system are not working for us. So we need to get something else in play. And if marijuana is going to work for them, if CBD oil is going to work for them, that does have no psychoactive activity whatsoever, then why not? And that place, Going Green West, is the cheapest, the most caring place that I have ever been to. And I really, really, really hope that you guys consider everything I said today, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good day, sir. My name is Jackie Overstream. I'm a U.S. veteran. I served this country honorably. I was denied treatment by the VA for 2.5, 3 years, slept in a can, walked up to my leg. I was hired in law enforcement, went to ASU, 3.85 GPA. The system finally got me in to almost die of septic shock. 10 days I lived in the VA hospital. Not in the hospital, 10 days I lived. I went to the VA hospital. I had a surgery on May 5th and a laparoscopic hysterectomy 2008. I told them I was going to die. I went to the hospital May 11th, which was Mother's Day, 1 o'clock in the morning. They told me I was dirty, that I needed to go home. I had IBS for my fibromyalgia. I went home, 5:14, I told the VA hospital, my mother drove me, I was going to die. Nobody believed me. They sent me home with a sitz bath. I ended up in the civilian ER, where I laid for 5 to 6 hours in an emergency room telling people, called everybody, my surgeon, I'm going to be in the bottom of this hospital, I will die. I was given barium with a CAT scan. They found 2 abscesses. I was put in ICU. Gloves, gowns, the whole 10 yards. I said to you today, 2,000 milligrams of ciprofloxacin pumped through my veins. I'm lucky to be alive. They told me I should be dead within the first year. The only thing I used other than the 12 Percocets a day the VA decided they were going to give me was medical marijuana. I've been told that's what saved my life. because it encapsulates the infection. I'm not really sure, because that's the only thing else I was using besides the pain medication. They want me on 12 Percocets a day. I refuse. I've taken myself off these pain medications. And I've used natural medicine. And you know what? If we trust our doctors to prescribe Percocets, Vicodin, and any benzoids, we can trust our doctors to prescribe medical marijuana also. And now I've been to these shops, these dispensaries, and there are dispensaries here that are rude. I asked one guy about getting a discount there, and he says, I heard you 3 times. They're rude. They don't care. They're not caring. They're about money. They're more about the recreational side of it, and I'm not recreational. I'm a patient. I moved here to be a patient. But, you know, when the VA does that, I served this country honorably. All I asked was the same. They ruined my whole life, crippled me, and they left me. They told me there's no future exam scheduled. Don't come back to our hospital. And I said I won't, because I'm scared to death now. I fought to get in, to almost die to get out. And I said before you today, I've lost, I was 180 pounds when I got out of my surgery. I lost 70 pounds, they don't know how. I've lost 2 wisdom teeth. The other one, I just had one out in February. I've lost my gallbladder. I've got stomach problems. I've had colonoscopies. They don't know. I went to the FDA and I asked them, what's the outcome of ciprofloxacin 2,000 milligrams for 30 plus days? How long do I live? Am I going to be, you know, in septic shock, which is used to be multiple organ failure back in the day? I mean, what's my outcome of life? They told me I need to go find an infectious disease doctor. They don't know. Nobody, people don't live that long, and if you do, your outcome's not right. There are just problems. I'm in pain 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and to take those Percocets, they stopped my stomach from moving, literally. And that's, you make choices in your life of where you want to live and how you want to live. If this is something that's going to kill you, you're going to have a choice, because I live in pain every day, 24/7. I didn't ask for this. I had a career. But this is the way I was given. And so, you know, I go to Going Green. I'm a patient there. I don't work. I go there, and I get treated awesomely. They are nice. They help you, and I know what I can take and what I can't take because of my condition, and they know what you can and can't take. They'll help you with medications. It's not that hard. And once you learn what medications work for you and which ones don't, you're a better person. You feel better. You're more calm. I can eat. I can actually sleep now. The nightmares are less than what they were. And I just can't explain to people enough. As a veteran, that is sad.
Thank you.
But thank you, sir.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Seeing none, there's no executive session, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. The 2 executive sessions are postponed and will not occur today.
So we'll adjourn and we'll have a meeting tonight.